Let's deal with a Lego brick overflow issue. Here I have a large drawer full of 2x2 bricks of various colors. That's what should be in here. Now I could barely close this drawer because this thing is full and I still got like 3 or 4 more bins to sort. So how do I usually go about doing this? Well, I got to sort by color. Now I don't have 30 or 40 bins to sort these out in individual colors. So I have to really think of what colors do I use. Do I pull out the colors that I use the most and put the other colors like in the back of the closet or something like that? So really my goal is to probably get this down about 1/3. So I have 2/3 left in this. So we're going to have to pour this out on a blanket or something that makes it easier. That's about 30 years worth of inventory right there. Pour all that out. And the reason why is I may need this drawer. And also it's a perfect time to start cleaning these. So this may have to be washed, which I may just do. Okay, well let's take a look and see exactly what colors that I don't really use. Now I build a lot of stuff with tan and white. I do use some of the medium nougat. I think there was a dark orange in here. So I use those. But one thing I don't really use is these pastel colors. Like here we have pink, we have light purple, and dark pink. And I believe there was a purple 2x2 brick rolling around there. Oh, here's one. So this is the colors I definitely don't use. I may need them sometime, but not now. So, this is the color I kind of want to isolate from this pile. Anything with this. I don't really use a lot of pastels. So, I'm going to grab myself a container. This is not really big, but if I can fill this up, I'm okay. Now, it just depends on preference. It depends on how you want to sort. If you want, you can pull out one color that you use the most too. That always works. Well, for me, like I said, I use a few of these. Even brown I do use occasionally. But for this color and this one, I don't use these a whole lot. So, it just depends on your preference, what you like to build. So this is how I deal with inventory issues. So I'll just start slowly pulling this out. Now, am I expecting this to make a big dent? Well, I don't know. And for the rest of this, I'll dump back in the drawer. Now, if I feel like I hadn't put a dent in it, I may pull out another color I don't normally use. And if I had to pull out another color that I don't normally use, it'd probably be orange. But mostly right now I'm seeing this stuff. You know, I don't think you guys and gals have ever seen me use pastels in my builds. You know, I'm not really a fan of these colors. Why I collect them? Like I said, I used to buy a lot of sets. I don't really buy sets anymore. So I think what I'm going to do real quick is wash that drawer and start dumping this in there. We'll see what we can do. And see if this makes a dent in anything. Alright? So if you're sorting your own collection, just kind of assess, spread your Lego out, really look at it like what I'm doing here. And say, okay, well I have a lot of this color. I don't have a lot of this. So which one I really want to pull out? Like, right, I'm just looking at this right now. I see a lot of brown. But I use brown for making trees and stuff. But for me right now, these 4 colors are my targets. And I want to see what happens. So we'll come back and see if this made a dent or not in the drawer. But first I got to clean that drawer first. Got this drawer cleaned out. It wasn't too bad. But at least now I got it washed. Now, the next thing I want to do, get that out of there. We want to keep these. I'm going to start setting those in there. So the reason why I did it on a flat surface, such as on a blanket, is so I don't lose my parts. You wouldn't want to do this on shag carpet or anything like that. So now I want to go through and pull out any undesirable color that I want to put in there. And I'm going to tell you right now, just by going through this, I'm not finding a whole lot of this. But this color I don't use. So I'm going to keep throwing this in there like that, put that in there. And if you make a mistake, you can always pull them out later on. Now I haven't been buying any of those sets that have all the pastel colors, so I'm hoping that this will be the last of them. Now let's say later on I want to use this more, I may pull that out. Now I can always change my mind too. Like I think the most color I see in here right now so far is brown and gray. Let's see if we can fill this up. I mean, I'm really running out of space, so this is going to help out a little bit. And what I'll do with this is I will stick this in the back of my Lego closet. I can still see it, I know it's there, I just don't want to trip over anything. I'll tell you one thing I don't have, oh, well, I found a brown 1x1 tile in there. You know, sometimes when I'm going through this stuff, I don't know, I may throw things in here in the you know, different sizes in here and such. I should have pulled out those orange pieces too. Well, found a 2x3. Is that another boo-boo from Jay? Did I make a boo-boo? Probably did. So far, just being here for a minute, I haven't done much of anything. I was expecting this to fill up pretty fast. But if I go through there and there's another color that I don't really use, if I say orange, I'll probably put the orange in another bin. Because I'm going to keep all these pastels in their own container. Now I'm not going to sit on video and sort all this. I don't want you guys fast forwarding through that. So what I'm going to do is continue sorting this real quick. I'll be back and we'll see what the damage is. Let's see if I actually made a dent in sorting this pile. Here we are sorted, and well, what is that? About 1.5 inches full, and this right here is about 1 inch lower. Now this is going to buy me some time, but I have a feeling I'm going to have to do another pass at this and pull out another undesirable color. But I wanted to show real quick what happens when I overflow on my inventory. What do? I just pull out the least desirable colors. And seeing that, you know, I didn't have a lot of these to begin with, but I'm still going through a bunch of other bins. So this will definitely, hopefully, will fill up, because I got, I think, 3 other large bins I got to sort through. Now this is going to fill up again. So I think my next pass that I do at a future date, I won't do it on video unless anybody's interested with it, keep tabs on it, is the orange. I may pull those out next. Seems like that's another color that I can pull out of there, because I don't use a lot of orange. Maybe in some custom builds, but or medium azure, although that could be used for water. Yeah, that's my method on how I usually do this. And yes, I know the camera is bouncing, but it's on a bed. And this is my work table in here. So that's pretty much my gist on how I take care of an overflow issue. You pull the parts out you don't normally use.